Blessings to everyone who is watching and listening to me right about now. Dear brothers and sisters, I'm here again with a word of encouragement and uplifting for you. It is important that you get connected to this platform, in that when you connect yourself with this platform, you'll be able to receive these videos. You'll be able to get to know what God has in stock for you. Remember that God has great and mighty things for you, things that you may not even have heard of, things that you may not even comprehend. Some of the situations that have come up against you, God is dealing with them. God actually is dealing with your enemies, and your enemies will flee when no one chases them. So all you had to do is to trust in God, is to keep praying, is to be consistent in everything that you do. Brothers and sisters, if you are new to this channel, my name is Grace, and I release these amazing words on a daily basis. It is important that you keep on praying for one another. When you see someone in the comment section typing that they need a prayer request, please pray for them. As I'm praying for them, pray for them. And also, if you need prayer, send me your prayer request through my WhatsApp number or through my email address. I will respond to you. I will pray for you. I have a word for you. And today's word is, do whatever God tells you to do. Don't start thinking twice. Don't start arguing with God. Don't start debating with God. Whatever He tells you to do, even when it does not make sense. In fact, most of the things that are powerful that God tells you to do, they don't make sense. To a natural mind, they don't make sense. When you tell them to your friends, they think you are going crazy. The world may think that you are insane. The world may think that you are mad. In fact, some of them have started saying that you are crazy, and yet you are not crazy. To them, the things that you do are out of this world, because you are not of this world. Though you live in this world, you are not of this world. You belong to God. You are a child of God. You are the light of the world. You are the salt of the world. So whatever He tells you to do is with a purpose. It is for your good. It is for your benefit. Brothers and sisters, let me read to you a very powerful word from the book of John, chapter 2, verse 1 to 11. John chapter 2, verse 1 to 11. It reads, "On the third day, there was a wedding in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Now both Jesus and his disciples were invited to the wedding. And when they ran out of wine, the mother of Jesus said to him, 'They have no wine.' Jesus said to her, 'Woman, what does your concern have to do with me? My hour has not yet come.' His mother said to the servants, 'Whatever he says to you, do it.' Now there were set there 6 water pots of stone, according to the manner of purification of the Jews, containing 20 or 30 gallons apiece. Jesus said to them, 'Fill the water pots with water.' And they filled them to the brim. And he said to them, 'Draw some out now, and take it to the master of the feast.' And they took it. When the master of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine, and did not know where it came from, but the servants who had drawn the water knew, the master of the feast called the bridegroom, and he said to him, 'Every man at the beginning sets out the good wine, and when the guests have well drunk, then the inferior. You have kept the good wine until now.' This beginning of sayings Jesus did in Cana of Galilee, and manifested his glory, and his disciples believed in him. After this, he went down to Capernaum, he, his mother, his brothers, and his disciples, and they did not stay there many days." The Bible says this beginning of signs Jesus did in Cana of Galilee. It is believed to be the first miracle ever recorded. I'm repeating. It is believed to be the first miracle ever recorded that Jesus did in Cana, the wedding at Cana. Brothers and sisters, God can begin with you. You can be the first in your family that God gives a miracle. And I know some of you, God has given you many miracles. It is just because you have not developed yourself in the Word. You have not grown in the Word to know that, to see the miracles that God has done for you. The fact that you can hear my voice is a miracle. Do you know there are people who are born without the ability to hear? There are people who are born without the ability to see. There are people who wish to hear the words that I'm speaking. Some of you, you were almost involved in very bad accidents, but God pulled you out. You were almost shot, but God prevented that gun, that bullet from reaching you. Your enemy almost trapped you to destroy your life. That disease almost took you out, but you overcame. And you are going to overcome. So, brothers and sisters, I'm telling you, do whatever God tells you to do. You see, Jesus was invited at the wedding, him and his mother, and they had run out of wine. It was a custom for them to have wine at the wedding in those days. Not this wine that makes people drunk, that people drink, no. This was their custom. The Bible says his mother said to the servants, do whatever he tells you to do. Do whatever he says to you, do it. Whatever he says to you, do it. Because the mother of Jesus knew what the son could do. He had seen these things. Right from childhood, Jesus was doing these things. Oh, he knew the things that Jesus would do this. So my brothers and sisters, I'm here to encourage you. Whether you are heartbroken, whether you're going through divorce, whether it is a court case, whatever he tells you to do. And remember, Jesus speaks. The Bible says it clear. My sheep hear my voice and they know. Every one of his own has the ability, even heathens have the ability to hear his voice. But the heathens do not know that Jesus has spoken to them. Nebuchadnezzar was not a believer, but he had God's voice. But he was disobedient. He needed somebody to interpret the voice of God. Brothers and sisters, everything that God tells you to do, please do it. It is for your benefit. I hope this word has blessed you. I hope this word has encouraged you. Until next time, shalom.